Hey everybody, Shabo here, back from another video, and today I'll be showing you how to make a healing item in Roblox. So the first thing you're going to want to do is open the top bar. If it's not there, you can click this, and then it would appear. Now we're going to get the rest of the stuff that needs to be in here. You're going to go to the top bar, click View, click Properties, and Explorer, and Toolbox. So this is all we're going to need to get our healing items and stuff, and the healing sounds. So now, we're going to want to go to Toolbox, and go to, if it's not already on Models, you can click this, then go to Models. All this stuff should appear. But we only want a healing item. So healing item. I'm just going to take this potion. And then go to Explorer. It should appear right there. And then get rid of all of these scripts by clicking it. And then pressing delete. Or right clicking it and then pressing delete. And make sure there's nothing inside of here. See how these sounds? You can just select them. Get rid of all those. These little welds things. Get rid of those. And now we have our healing item. But it won't actually heal you. So we're going to need to go to Home. Actually, no, we don't need to do that, but you can right click the healing potion. Insert object. And then insert a script. So now we're going to start coding. I'm just going to name this script scripting. Also, if you want to name it, it's in properties. That's why we opened it up. Now, whenever you insert it, this will pop up. So now we're going to start coding. So let's delete this, holding backspace, and then local, because we're going to make a variable. Local tool goes script.parent. So it's going to go from the script to the healing potion. And that's going to be the tool. Then local handle goes tool, wait for child, handle. So just in case the handle isn't loaded in yet, we can wait for it to load in by doing this. And then now we're going to make a cooldown variable. So we'll do local debounce equals true, or whatever you want to name it. And now we're going to start with the actual healing scripting. So tool.activated, so whenever someone clicks with the tool equipped, connect function, then do this right here. Press enter whenever you got that, and then the end should appear right here, and your mouse should be right here. So now, we're going to want to check if there's a player holding it, just in case they instantly unequip it whenever they click. So local humanoid is tool.parent, find first child, which is a humanoid. So we're going to check if a player is holding it. And then if there's a player holding it, and debounce, which means there's no cooldown right now, then I gotta start a code. So debounce equals false, so there is going to be a cooldown. And then now we can give them more health. Humanoid.health equals humanoid.health plus, let's just do like 25. And then you can wait how much you want by doing this right here. And then debounce equals true, so they can use it again. If you don't want them to use it twice, then you can just delete these two lines right here. I'm going to keep them there though. And then boom, you got your healing item. Should be done. So you can click play and test it. Your character should pop up right here. And if you don't have your item, you can click stop, and then you can move it to starter pack in Explorer. You drag it into there. Then instantly when you play, you'll have that in your inventory. Or if you want it on the ground to pick it up, you can leave it in workspace. But I'm gonna make it so whenever I join the game, I'll have it. So you can click play again. It should be in your inventory or on the ground for you to pick up. You can click, and then it heals you. And since we haven't taken any damage, it doesn't do anything. So you can click this, workspace. Your character's name should be in there. And then click humanoid. And then scroll down in the properties bar and change its health to like, I don't know, like 2 or something. Then we can go back by clicking that again. And then we can use it. And then our health goes up by a lot. Or how much you put there. And it has a cooldown, so if I spam click, it doesn't work that much. It has like a 5-second cooldown. And boom. But right now there's no healing animation. So we're gonna want to fix that. So you can click stop. You can go to plugins. And then build a rig. So you can click that. Then first we're gonna do the R15 one. So you can click anything. I'm just gonna put mesh rig. And then a dummy should appear right here. So now you're gonna want to just stay in plugins and then click animation editor. It should appear somewhere on your screen. And then it says select a rig to animate. So you're going to want to click whatever you inserted right here. And then create an animation to start. Animation name, untitled animation clip. So you can delete this and then change it to whatever you want to name it. I'm just going to name it healing animation. And now you have this right here. You can select where you want to go on here and stuff. First, I'm gonna go to the healing potion in Explorer. I'm gonna move inside of the dummy. So now the dummy is holding it like that. Then click here to continue using the animation editor. Because whenever you click off, it stops working. So you can click back on it, and then it'll leave you where you were at. So now I'm just gonna make it go up like this, because this is what it's gonna look like whenever you're holding it. So this is gonna be our starting pose. And you can select all this other stuff that you want to animate. So it should look somewhat like this right here. And then now you can click this thing right here. It should be a blue line right there unless you moved it. Press Control C, or you can right click it and copy. And then go like halfway into your animation or whatever. I don't know. You can right click again, paste, or press Control V. I'm gonna do that again and put it at the end right there. And then you can go back to like the middle, and then you can like move it and stuff. I'm just gonna move it so like he actually like drinks the potion. Move it. And then whenever you think it's a good animation, you can stop it. You stop animating. And then you can press space or this play button. Then it will start playing the animation. So mine's just gonna look like this. This is my animation. Then click the 3 dots up here. Set animation priority to action, so the animation actually plays. And go to the 3 dots, and then export. And then this should pop up with whatever you named it. You can name it differently up here, doesn't matter. You can submit. And then once it's done submitting, you can click these 2 cards right here. And then it should say ID copied. And then you can close it. So now you can close the animation editor by clicking the X right here. And then you have your animation. But it's not in the healing potion yet. So you can move it back wherever it was. You can open it up. You can right click it. Insert object. Animation. I'm gonna name this R15 because we're gonna make another animation for the other body type. So animation ID, you can paste it right here, like that. Press Control V, and then you have the animation ID right there inside the animation. And then we can go back to the healing potion, and make it play the animation. So let's set it as a variable in here. Little animation equals tool, wait for child, R15. So I'm gonna wait for that to load. Then we can use that. Now we're gonna make it play the animation. So local anim, so name it that. Humanoid, load animation. And then anim play. So now, if you click play, and then we use it, it should play the animation or whatever you put there. And whenever you click it, it does the drinking animation. But now we need to do the other animation. Because if we go to game settings, avatar, and then click R6, the animation will not work. Because we used a different rig. So the animation won't work. The tool will work, but not the animation. So we can just click stop. And then now we go back to plugins, build rig, R6, block rig, or whatever you want. You can do this. You can open up this, or just do whatever you want. I'm gonna do animation editor. It should go back to this, but you can click this and then start a new one. So healing animation 2. And then now we can start the animation again and do that first and stuff. Gonna put the right arm up. I'm just gonna do what we did last time. I'm gonna do this. I don't know. I guess that's good. Gonna export that. Submit. Copy the ID like that. Close. X. And then you can insert another animation by right-clicking the healing potion again. And then insert object. And then animation. So not this time, we're going to name it R6. Paste the animation ID in there. And then we have 2 different animations. So now we're going to make it play a different animation for each type. So if humanoid.rig type equals enum.humanoid rig type .r15, then it should play the R15 one. You're going to make a variable for the R6 one, so animation 2 equals tool wait for child R6. And then else if humanoid.rig type, we're going to do the same thing right there, except we're going to put R6 at the end instead of R15. And then you can copy this or just write it again. Anim equals humanoid, load, animation 2, and play. So now, it should play an animation no matter what type of body type you're using for your game. So there's the R6 one. Then if I change my avatar to R15, it should still play the animation. Like that. So I'm going to click stop again. And now we're going to make a healing sound. So we're going to go back to the toolbox. I'm going to click models or whatever you have open up. And then click audio. We're going to search for healing audio. So I'm going to put heal And then you can use whatever healing effect you want. I'm just gonna pick this one. I'm gonna click that. You know, put it inside of the handle inside of the healing potion. And then you can change the volume and stuff. I'm just put it at the normal volume it should be at. Then you have the healing effect, right? You have the healing sound. But now we're gonna make it play. It's gonna go back to the script. You can either double click this or just click this up here. Now we're gonna make a variable for the sound. So this local sound equals handle, wait for child to heal. So now we're gonna make it play the heal sound whenever we use it. So sound play. Like that. And then we can click play again to test it. And then it should make a healing sound, you should heal, and it should make a little animation. So that's how you make a healing item in Roblox. Make sure to slap that like button and punch that subscribe button. Peace.